Hi guys, Erin here for a book-related video. Today I'm going to be talking about the top 4 Bother Me books. I have 2 of them, the other 2 I have on my Kindle. Anyway, there are spoilers ahead, so if you don't want spoilers, click off the video now. But just for starters, my top 4 Bother Me books are books that I've read that seem to have a negative effect on me after I read them. So this is like a trigger video, so it has to do with high school suicide and serious bullying, so I'm just going to give you the heads up now, so in case you're triggered by those, click off the video now, there's your warning. First book of the Bother Me books is Violent Ends by Sean David Hutchinson, which is a young adult fiction book told in 17 points of view about people thinking about a school shooter. And the book, I couldn't even finish reading the book because it bothered me so much, but I think if people actually stopped bullying from the source, taking out guns in the whole equation, we wouldn't have as many school shootings because the people bullying wouldn't harass their victims, and then their victims wouldn't have to fight back using guns. So, I'm like really well, not confused, but it's just like a really touchy subject, so I couldn't even finish reading the book because it just bothered me so much. Another Bother Me book is I Swear by Lane Davis, which is also another young adult fiction, and this is about 4 different people who are talking about the suicide of this girl after being bullied for so long. Now, it's just really devastating because this girl thought that she'll never stop being bullied even in her adulthood, so she thought killing herself would be the best option to do that. So she killed herself by putting her car in the garage, closing all the doors and windows, and then turning on the car because the carbon dioxide would slowly suffocate her. So she died peacefully, so to speak, but it just really got to me because I'm not even going to go into it, but it just hit home a little bit. Another book, which is tragic fiction, is Of Mice and Men by John Steinbeck, and it's about 2 friends, George and Lenny, who are trying to achieve their dream of owning a farm. And I thought it was devastating when George mercy killed Lenny at the end because Lenny accidentally killed one of the farmer's wives. And it was just so devastating because I was crying during that scene, and even in the movie I was crying too. But I just thought it's so unfair that these people are so misjudged and everything. I mean, Lenny didn't mean to kill the girl, I forget her name of the book, in the book, but it just really bothered me. And then Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, which is coming of age fiction, and I don't even understand the whole coming of age thing. I mean, stick with the classics like Frankenstein or Robin Hood or something like that. But anyway, those books didn't bother me, by the way, but Catcher in the Rye did. So anyway, Catcher in the Rye was a novel that really never made any sense to me. It's about a boy named Holden who didn't want to face his problems of adulthood, so he pretended to be some sort of intellectual, and he was really arrogant. And I'm actually not saying the word that he is because it's a curse, and I don't generally curse. But it was just so annoying to me. And then at the end, I'm just like, okay, and what's happening next? I would like to know. There's a lot I'm not saying about the novels, but anything with school shooting related or suicide related novels get to me. And with Of Mice and Men, I feel emotionally wrecked after reading the book, just because I was crying as I read the ending. And when I was reading that book in high school, like 3 years ago, I was just so devastated by the ending that I was losing sleep over it because books have that effect on me. So I was thinking, okay, if I can't have a happy ending, then I'll make my own. Now, I don't generally read like reality, like I have fantasy and science fiction there, and then there's my murder mystery shelf. But anyway, I was so disturbed by the ending of Mice and Men, so I wrote my own ending, an epilogue, where George buys the farm, and then he marries a girl, and he has a son, and he names him Lenny. So there was my happily ever after. So even when I was reading that, I like forgot where I put it afterwards, but it was just like a little peace of mind, I guess. But And even with The Catcher in the Rye, I was just thinking about how pointless Holden's dream is to be a catcher in the rye, because everyone grows up, everyone has problems, and you can choose to face your problems head on or hide from them, and that seems to me like what Holden was doing. I mean, he was just really annoying, and I get that a lot of people liked him, but a lot of people disliked him, but it's your own opinion. So it was just like, okay, and so those are the top 4 Bother Me books. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, do your thing. Tell me in the comments below what books bothered you or what you wrote an epilogue for to give yourself peace of mind. So do your thing and have a good day, everyone.